first thing for me is I'm in a very small area, so I only have a 5x5 tent. And that's why I like to be able to have small cups and smaller plants. But I've never seeded a plant before. So I guess the first question for me is like, if I have a 5x5 area and I have a plant that's, a foot tall and there's like 3 or 4 offshoots and a few, like, how many seeds would if I pollinate that, how many seeds would I get, on a good day or a bad day, or like, that range of how many would be?
So it's kind of hard to say the range, because really what we're finding with pollination events really is that the timing is kind of critical. So we really want those pistils like kind of in that early stage of development to get maximum pollination. If you wait a little bit too long, they don't receive the pollen quite as well as what we're trying to find. So what I typically do when I'm putting plants, if I have a plant that I know is going to be male, I usually set that into flower about a week before I would any female plants. That way it's a bit ahead. So you do find that the pollen sacs, they do start developing, but they do take a bit longer to kind of open up. So by having that head start, I make sure that pollen starts really opening and really proliferating out of that plant around the time that those females are hitting that like exact prime spot, which seems to be somewhere, again, cultivar dependent, but I'd say somewhere between day 16 to 28, kind of, you have that kind of small snowball stage kind of starting on those buds. That's when they seem really receptive to taking pollen in. So in terms of kind of ballparking numbers, it really, it's hard to say. It really, you see kind of a seed efficiency, but I'd say somewhere in the range of probably on the low end, 10 to 20 seeds kind of thing. On the high end, I've had plants that in some of my kind of controlled breeding chambers that hit over 6,000 seeds a plant. So it's kind of a wide range that you typically see. And a lot really comes down to the vigor of the pollen, as well as other things. You'll see like high humidity is one thing that will work against your pollen. So you do want to kind of have a bit of a lower humidity if you're going to, because as soon as the pollen gets wet, it isn't as viable. So dropping that humidity down to, I'd say 50, 55%, you do get a bit better pollination rates.
Well, that's cool to know.